The video opens with a bold declaration. The F8 Tributo stands as the last pure V8 supercar in Ferrari's lineup. It emphasizes the model's significance, celebrating its 710 horsepower twin-turbo V8, derived directly from the 488 Pista. With 770 Nm of torque and a rev ceiling around 8,000 RPM, this engine is lauded as Ferrari's most potent V8 yet. Performance stats and metrics. Next come the performance figures. Ferrari speed's future-proofing, with 0 to 60 miles per hour, is almost equal to 0 to 97 kilometers per hour in just 2.8 seconds, verified by Draghi. The 0 to 200 kilometers per hour benchmark clocks in at 7.6 to 7.8 seconds, with a top speed of around 340 kilometers per hour. These are benchmark numbers for a mid-engine supercar and highlight straight-line dominance. Chassis and handling. The reviewer praises the F8's chassis balance. The car is both razor-sharp and unexpectedly compliant. Ferrari's side slip angle control 6.0, SSC 6.0, is featured, enhancing traction and steering response. The video also showcases a dedicated drift or race mode, thanks to the Ferrari Dynamic Enhancer, FD+, allowing controlled drifts while retaining stability. The reviewer notes the steering feedback remains crisp even at speed, delivering confidence in corners. Transmission and shift quality. Powered by a 7-speed dual-clutch F1-derived gearbox, the Tributo exhibits lightning-fast shifts. The video compares upshifts in race versus comfort, with race mode gear changes sounding sharper, more aggressive, and perfectly synchronized with the engine revs, evoking turbocharged F1 sensations. Aero and body design. Ferrari has reworked the aero package, front S-duct, reshaped spoiler, and enlarged rear diffuser, resulting in 15% more downforce than the 488 GTB. The video illustrates airflow dynamics and highlights a Lexan engine bay rear window and quad-round taillights, nods to the F40 and F430 lineage. Weight reduction and structural changes. Compared to the 488 GTB, the F8 sheds approximately 40 kilograms, bringing dry weight down to 435 kg. The video calls attention to subtle weight savings in the rear window, aerodynamics and chassis, but insists ride and build quality remain top-notch. Interior and cockpit. Inside, the F8's cockpit is both elegant and explicitly driver-focused. Carbon fiber accents, paddle shifters, central tachometer, and a Minetino dial reflect Ferrari's performance DNA. A passenger touchscreen digital display is available, signaling Ferrari's move into modern HMI tech. The build quality is praised, though the reviewer notes some controls feel more electronic than analog. Sound experience. Perhaps the most visceral part, the exhaust note review. In race mode, the V8 produces a rich, barky thunder through gold-plated Inconel exhaust components, crisp upshifts, crackles on overtake. The sound is almost orchestral, both thrilling and raw, even through mild turbo rumble. The video emphasizes that this audio might be the last pure V8 Ferrari fans ever hear. On-track versus street use. The reviewer contrasts the F8's ease on public roads, smooth ride, refined turbo response, with its ferocity on track, controlled oversteer, game-like launch control, responsive chassis. It handles tight corners and high downforce sections with equal composure. The feedback loop between throttle, brakes, steering, and chassis is immediate and intoxicating. Comparison to competitors. The host compares the F8 to rivals like McLaren 720S and Lamborghini Huracan, suggesting the F8 offers more character and visceral thrill, albeit at a premium. He points out the McLaren is tech-dense, while the F8 retains an analog feel despite advanced systems, a balance that resonates deeply. Limitations and critiques. Not all praise. Some lament the abundance of electronic aids potentially diluting the purity of the experience. The price is also steep, starting mid-$300K, reaching mid-$400K with realistic options. Additionally, limited practicality and stiff ride at lower speeds are noted. Future context and legacy. Ferrari is transitioning toward hybrids and smaller displacement engines. Thus, The F8 Tributo may mark the end of the naturally aspirated or pure twin-turbo V8 saga. The reviewer considers it a capstone to Ferrari's V8 lineage, highlighting its emotional and historical significance. Conclusion and verdict. Ultimately, the video declares the F8 Tributo a masterpiece, an exhilarating union of performance, design, and sound that delivers pure driving joy. Despite its electronics, it stays true to Ferrari's essence. For enthusiasts seeking the final, unfiltered V8 experience, this is it. It's one last hurrah, both triumphant and poignant. Summary perspective. The review video offers a compelling tribute to the F8 Tributo as perhaps the most refined, exciting, and historically meaningful V8 Ferrari. It balances numbers-driven claims with emotional experience, thunderous exhaust, precise handling, driver-centric controls. While expensive and edgy, it earns its place as a modern legend. Let me know if you'd like a track-by-track notes breakdown, audio samples, or comparison highlights with contemporaries.